Well, howdy, this is Hamid, off on a little adventure through town. It's a day off, and it's been such a busy time, and this week is going to be very, very busy as well. But I thought I'd take a little time and make a vlog and share some thoughts with you all. I'm shooting on the Fujifilm X70, totally handheld, no gimbal today. It's just what fits in my pocket. I even left my phone at home, so this is the only device I've got on me. I'm with the puppy dog named Sophie, and we're on the trail. And it's going to be a good day, because how could it not? It's a beautiful Monday. Gosh, there has been a lot going on recently. It's a little bit windier today, so maybe we're picking up some wind noise. I will have to check the audio later on. We just had the Taste of Milwaukie, first annual Taste of Milwaukie in downtown Milwaukie, Oregon, and it was a rousing success. And it rained a little bit, but golly, it hasn't rained in a good while. It's been hot, hot, hot here in Milwaukie in the Portland, Oregon area, and we are in drought season here in Oregon. Anyways, I'll have to check the audio to see if there is some wind noise there. Until then, I will just keep on vlogging with the Fujifilm X70. But it's been hot. It's supposed to get hot again today and tomorrow. Though this morning it feels really cool, so that heat is going to come on strong later this afternoon. So at home I have battened down the hatches, closed up the windows, and turned on the fans. And but now, while it's cool, I'm going to enjoy this wonderful day in Milwaukie. Sit. So what is on my mind today? Sitting here on a log in the sunshine with a Sophie dog splashing around in the water. Oh, here she comes trotting along. Oh, that's disgusting. Anyways, let's talk about trauma today, because why the hell not? What can we do to resolve trauma that has been a part of our life, whether it was an IED explosion and you saw your buddy blown in half, or was it from years and years of abuse from parents when you were growing up, or was it from that bully who taunted you in high school, or is it from the state of affairs of this freaking world right now? What can we do to help ourselves resolve trauma in our body? And trauma really gets there when we feel unsafe time and time again, or from one big event that really had an impact on us. The amygdala, there is a little almond-shaped part of our brain that sits atop the hippocampus above the lateral ventricles. We've got two of them, that in certain moments will cut us off from our frontal cortex, from our logical thinking, compassionate mind. And it will give us two choices when the amygdala is triggered. It will give us fight, and it will give us flight. Fight or flight response. So we either want to go kick some ass, or we want to run away. If those two things don't resolve itself, we go into a freeze response. And how can we get out of our freeze response? A freeze response is kind of like when a mouse is hunted by a cat, and the cat toys with it, and the mouse plays dead. It freezes. It goes into this freeze state, where if it's eaten by the kitty cat, well, then it's maybe not so traumatic because it's had some disassociation there. Or the cat gets bored and goes away, and then the mouse shakes itself off, because that's one of the natural ways that we shake off trauma. It shakes itself off and it goes about its day if it survived the experience. If that keeps happening again and again and again, wow, that can really start to shape a brain in some very interesting ways. So we've got to find some ways to let go of trauma in our bodies, in our minds, in our nervous system, in our brains. There's a Sophie. So one of the ways that I resolve my own trauma is through having a dog. I have often have pets in my life, and Sophie is this amazing little critter that brings such joy to my life. Going for walks. A dog is a great way to get outdoors, and because dogs got to go on a walk, so I try and take Sophie out once to twice a day, sometimes more if I've got a day off, but generally about 2 times a day. I try and get out for a pretty decent walk. Sometimes when life is really busy, one of those walks might be 20 to 30 minutes or so, but on a day like today, on one of my coveted days off, which I just adore, I am going for a longer, non-specified length of walk. And yeah, we're going to talk about ways of dealing with trauma along the way. But owning a dog, owning pets, and getting outside, moving your legs, breathing fresh air, listening to the birds, and taking in the scenery. Yeah, those are a couple ways to let go of trauma, and we'll think of some more along the way. Milwaukie was really fun this last Saturday. Your Milwaukie Arts Committee, the Art Mob, had a kids art area, and that was a big success. And you know, I found myself the whole day surrounded by friends and people I knew through the community, and people I'm getting to know and are becoming quite dear to me. One way of resolving trauma is, you hear the crow call, is to be surrounded by friends. Have good folk around you. And on the converse side, sometimes you gotta step away from some folk. Sometimes some people aren't the best influence in your life, or they don't really respect you or value your presence. And those folks, you just gotta let them go sometimes. But find good people to be around. Find good people that you can love and respect and laugh with, and who are doing good work in this world. So that's the next way of trying to shake off some of the trauma in your life, is to surround yourself with good people, people you can call friend, and enjoy life with them. Next tip for resolving trauma in life is breath. It's something we all do. It's something that is both subconscious, but it can also be made conscious. There is a concept of working with our own heart rate variability that I learned from the teachings of Bessel van der Kolk. He's kind of the granddaddy of trauma release. And that's working with our heart rate variability. Our heart rate will naturally speed up on our inhale and naturally slow down on our exhale. So if we give our exhale a little more time to slow down, we can start working with our own heart rate and get a wrangle on our own autonomic nervous system. So something I suggest to folks is to take a 3 count in and a 4 count out. So 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Rinse, repeat. See what it does for your life. What happens if you consciously breathe that way, a 3 count in and a 4 count out, giving your exhale a little more time? Can that change your mood? Can that change your day a little bit? Try it when you're talking with a friend. Try it when you're going for a walk. Try it when you're in line at the grocery store. Try it when you're chopping carrots. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. So breathing. You all got to breathe. It is an essential part of life. So what can we do on our own to help our own breathing? Sophie, all done. To the water. You know what's been essential to my own healing from trauma is creativity. I am a creative person, and I create in all kinds of ways, like making videos and making music and doing photography and the healing arts. I'm a myofascial body worker. There's a lot of creativity in that. I feel like that's been an essential part of processing my experiences of being alive here on this earth and sharing it with folks. It puts another language on top of the experience, one that is not always verbal. So making music has been an essential part of my life, and having a camera around sure is an essential part of my life, and having manual typewriters around has been an essential part of my life. I love typing on the clickety-clackety typewriters, and I'm writing a whole lot. So, essential things. What do you do to create and express? Do you have an old dusty guitar that you'd like to pick up, maybe haven't in a while? Is there a drum in the corner? Maybe you got a djembe you've not touched very much, and maybe it's time to make some noise. Maybe it's time to get together with friends and all sing together. Maybe it's time to have a painting party, or make a mosaic, or create a mural in your hometown. There are all kinds of ways to be creative. And I implore you to go explore some of those things. And what do you do to be creative in your life, in your community? And do you feel like it helps in your own healing process? Let me know. You know, it hasn't even been an hour since I've been outside stomping my feet on all kinds of uneven terrain. Oh, here's some more windy noise. Let's see how the microphone is picking up all of that. But you know, it hasn't been that long that I've been outside, and already I feel significantly different from when I first woke up. I feel empowered, and my breathing is easier, and my step is more lively. And I'm enjoying the day. I mean, my goodness, it's just beautiful out. So, how's your day going? What can you do to resolve from trauma? Did you get some ideas today that maybe you can incorporate into your life? There's more ideas, and I'll share some of those as time goes along. But there are small things we can do. Maybe it's just a matter of putting on your shoes and going outside the door and going for a walk around the block. Maybe that'll change your day. Maybe spending 3 minutes breathing where your exhale is a little bit longer than your inhale. Does that change your day? Does spending time with a wiggly waggly dog, does that change your day? Does just getting outside change your day? And she's apparently going for a little swim, which I'm not sure if it's the Willamette River, and we've had an algae bloom here near the Ross Island Bridge and on north, but we're further south, so hopefully we're not going to get sick from the water. Anyways, we are in interesting times. Welcome to climate change. Right here, it was recently 90 degrees in the Arctic. That's unusual, don't you think? Anyways, we've got to still live life and still enjoy our day. So, no matter what is going on in the world, and maybe if we are happier, we'll make the world a little happier. Spread some sunshine around. This is Hamid of Milwaukie Makers. I'm out.